globally are going to be lost due to artificial intelligence or automation. They're also underlining that artificial intelligence is most definitely going to impact the low-skilled, the high transaction jobs. In fact, some would say it already is. These are NASSCOM projections that are saying that in 2017-18, the IT sector growth will be about 5.3%. Let me take all this data, all these testimonies to Mohan Das Pai. He's the former member of the board of directors of Infosys and is the chairman of Manipal Global Education, joining us here from the campus.
So companies will transition, they'll do the work.
Okay, let me get in Chris Lakshmikant here. Chris, do you agree that much of this is just possibly voluntary attrition? This is just weeding out the non-performers. These aren't layoffs or sackings.
See, Anuba, I think this time it is different. There have been, separations in the past which have been involuntary, where the companies have asked people to go. But this time, it is not related to performance actually.
Okay.
90% of it will not be related to performance. Companies want to reduce their costs and they are asking people to go mostly to start with in the middle management people, 20 lakhs and above.
Right.
And at the lower level, again, they assess people and they decide whom to keep. Most of the companies have made what is called a B10, a bottom 10% of their employees whom should be sent in the next couple of months.
Right.
It is not, could be 1 year, could be 2 years.
Okay.
It will happen.
Okay. Sir, some would argue that yes, this is the middle management that is being given the boot, but this is the middle management that's put in about 8 to 10 years. They're normally difficult to reskill or retrain in some of these higher technologies. After all, no country in the world, no economy in the world can really absorb the number of engineers that come out of colleges like ours. In your experience, sir, as Mr. Pai mentioned as well, that a BTech or an engineering degree isn't going to be enough. In your experience, do you see this on the ground as well, that there is now a lessening demand for it and a realization that jobs have changed?
Yeah, what I am seeing is in the last 2 years, the number of seats being filled up in IT, there is in computer science or information technology available in engineering colleges has come down. Suppose there were 100 seats, today only 50% of them are being occupied. That is, these seats are going a begging. Number one. Number two, what I am seeing is a company like HCL, they have taken people who have just passed +2, about 200 of them, and they are doing an experiment. Because they will use these people, ask them to simultaneously study for a graduation through their own university, but work at the same time. So these people will come at a much lower cost than an engineer.
Okay, I just have one final question for you, sir. What do you believe the future holds in store for a mid-management level guy, considering you're saying that these are the guys who are being sacked, who are being laid off? This is a guy who would have spent about 8 to 10 years in this particular sector, possibly has not re-upped his skills. What do you believe they can do if they haven't reskilled?
See, what has happened for people who have finished, say, 10 years or 8 years in industry, in the software industry, they have become managers. They have become, the good classical thing, they're called pen pushers, because of course there are no pens in the computer industry, but they push. They are basically, organize meetings, they attend meetings, that is the main thing they are doing. They are not really adding value because they don't have any touch with technology, number one. Similarly, they are not in touch with, most of them are not in touch with the customer and the trends or the domain.
Okay.
So a lot of them will find it difficult to adjust to the new norm. And my feeling is 70–80% of them cannot be able to retrain whatever they want to do.
Okay.
They have to look for jobs, maybe in the Indian industry, domestic industry. They can become IT, every company needs today an IT manager or I'm talking of a manufacturing company or a trading company.
So they will have to
join those jobs. Those jobs are not there in the metros because they're already filled up. They have to look at, tier 2, tier 3 towns across India. So for instance, they may get in Bhubaneswar, they may get in Patna, they may get in Muzaffarpur or Ghaziabad.
Okay, fair enough.